You're watching TCTV News, your only source for news and entertainment on campus.
Welcome to another edition of TCTV News. I'm Colin Vitale.
And I'm Liz Carlson. In an exclusive interview with the Today Show, the parents of Kayla Mueller, the most recent American casualty at the hands of ISIS, say that the U.S. government waited too long to rescue their daughter. ISIS communicated to the United States government that Mueller had been killed in early February after a coalition strike. 3 other Americans were executed before her. Still grieving, Kayla's parents hope to continue their daughter's life mission, claiming they are proud of the girl that they raised.
A miracle that occurred right in front of their eyes brings hope to one Texas family. A 6-year-old boy named Matthew was in need of a kidney transplant. There were 80 people able to donate organs, but who would have known it was his first-grade teacher who would save his life? Lindsay Painter was overjoyed to find out she was the first to sign up to donate her kidney to her student. Painter said, "I was shocked when I received the phone call that I was a preliminary match." Matthew's surgery is scheduled for March, and we wish him and Miss Painter well.
4 people were killed and 1 remains hospitalized after a recent shooting in Killeen, Texas. The initial investigation showed that a man, age 30, shot 3 people, including 2 women and 1 man. The police department in Killeen reported that the suspect then forced his 28-year-old wife back to their home several doors down. Police attempted negotiations with the man, but got no response, so they sent in their tactical team, where they found the suspect and his wife dead. Police say that the shooter's death was self-inflicted.
Once conjoined at birth, Natalie and Adeline Mata are now separated. The girls were joined at the chest when they were born. In order for the 2 of them to live normal individual lives, they will have to still undergo many serious surgeries. The operation to separate the girls took more than 50 medical professionals and lasted a total of 26 hours. The surgeon that separated the twins at the Texas Children's Hospital reports being almost as happy as the parents once the first surgery was a success. After hours in the waiting room, their parents cheered with joy and relief once they knew their daughters' lives were only just beginning. The families of 3 British schoolgirls who are on their way to Syria with the intention of joining Islamist organizations are pleading for the return of their daughters. The schoolgirls are only 15 and 16 years old. The 3 are friends from London's Bethnal Green Institution. The friends left their homes before 8 a.m. last Tuesday to meet at Gatwick Airport. According to police, the girls boarded a Turkish Airlines flight to Istanbul. The families are concerned the girls have intentions of joining the ISIS terrorist group.
When a basketball team's bus was unable to drive down an Alabama interstate, the team was forced to walk 2 miles to their hotel. The team from Middle Georgia State College boarded the bus to Martin Methodist College in Tennessee for their games over the weekend. About an hour from their destination on Interstate 65, the bus driver could not continue due to unsafe road conditions. With no other alternative, the players gathered their items and started walking to their hotel. A local police department soon found the team and drove them to their destination a little after midnight on Saturday. Everyone is reported to be safe and warm. In Montana on February 21st, Khloe and Kim Kardashian and their younger sisters Kylie Jenner and Kim's daughter Northwest were in a car accident. Khloe Kardashian was the driver behind the wheel of a GMC Yukon. The car slid off a highway between Bozem and Belgrade, Montana. After another vehicle picked up snow, the Kardashians' vehicle lost control on the ice. Luckily, everyone walked away from the accident uninjured, and baby Northwest was reported unharmed. After being pulled out of the ditch, the vehicle was able to be driven. Shane Austin, the alleged kidnapper and murderer of Holly Bobo, has died. Bobo, a 20-year-old Tennessee nursing student, was killed after her disappearance in 2011. Her body was found in late 2014. In early 2014, Austin allegedly had an agreement to testify to the killing of Bobo. This deal was later revoked. According to WSMV News, Austin had never been charged with kidnapping or murder, but still remained a person of interest. Luke Evans, his attorney, confirmed Austin's death was a suicide on Monday.
And now we're going over to Ron L. for a sneak peek of the weather to come.
Well, thank you, guys. Let me tell you something. First of all, we were upset about last week's news, but it turns out the weather's actually going to be going up a little bit more. We were in the negative temps, but it looks like we're creeping right on into the positives, including in the wind chill. We're still above that 0 degrees. Some areas are going to be hitting 10 degrees, even with the wind chill into effect. As long as, trust me, you're not hearing this as a prank, but we will be moving into the early 40s a little bit later on in this weekend, preferably on Saturday. I want you guys to stay tuned because I'll be giving you all of the breakdown hour by hour and our current temperatures later on in the newscast. Stay tuned.
Thanks, Ronell. Stay tuned for entertainment after the break.
Welcome to TCTV Entertainment. I'm Taylor Fink. Taylor Runzer has the night off. Grammy Award winner Pharrell Williams signs a deal for a book inspired by his song Happy. The project is a children's picture book, will showcase photos of children across cultures celebrating happiness. After agreeing to publish this book, Putnam Books for Young Readers negotiated 3 more books with the soon-to-be children's author. During the press release announcing the deal, Williams said, quote, "I'm humbled by the global success of Happy, but especially in awe of the song's young fans." Jay-Z gets a hit with a paternity lawsuit claiming he lied to a New Jersey court to avoid taking a DNA test. According to the legal documents, the rapper is a father to a secret love child who is now 21 years old. Rymir Sauter Earth Wade alleges his mother Wanda hooked up with the 45-year-old rapper in the early 90s before Jay-Z became the superstar he is today. The case opened in 2010, but Jay-Z was denied all allegations of being the father after his appearance in court on December of 2014. Wanda claims that he lied to dodge the DNA testing to close the case. Last month, a 5th grader from Champaign, Illinois wrote a letter to DC Comics hoping to see more female superheroes in their comics. Rowan Hansen has also always noticed that comics are male-dominant in today's society since she received a birthday gift of the Justice League, which only contains 2 female characters out of the 12-member group. To her surprise, she recently was mentioned in a tweet from DC Comics saying that they are indeed working on including more female characters. In addition, she was provided a sketch from DC that featured her as a superhero. Thanks for watching TCTV Entertainment. We will be right back with Paul with sports.
Good evening, Tomcats. I'm Paul Connolly, and here's what's new in sports. Chicago Bulls star point guard Derrick Rose will undergo surgery in the upcoming days. The announcement was made by the team on Tuesday, and officials say the surgery will repair a torn meniscus in his right knee. An MRI confirmed the tear, and it's just one of many serious injuries during Rose's career. During the 2012 playoffs, the All-Star tore a ligament in his left knee during Game 1 of the series. Similar tear in his right knee happened during last year's season, which shelved him for the remainder of the year. Bulls stated that the timetable for his return will be determined after the surgery. LeBron James became the NBA's most prolific passing forward in league history on Tuesday. James broke the league's record for most assists by an NBA forward with 6,136. The alley-oop pass came with 9 minutes remaining in the second quarter of the Cleveland Cavaliers and Detroit Pistons Tuesday night game. The record tops Hall of Famer Scottie Pippen, who was known for playing with Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls. James, a 12-year veteran, has a career average of 6.9 assists per game during his NBA career. A letter was sent on Tuesday by 2 members of the United States Congress, the NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell. In the letter, the congressman asked the commissioner to clarify whether teams can lose draft picks if they do not properly address domestic violence. Domestic violence has become a major topic of discussion during the last NFL season. Many cases involving star players such as Ray Rice and Adrian Peterson have recently filled the media. A letter from the congressman aims to enforce penalties, reduce incidents, and help raise awareness for domestic violence. 2 high school girls basketball teams from Tennessee were kicked out of the state playoffs this past Tuesday. One of the game's referees stated that both schools played to lose the game. According to the report, both teams were going to advance to the next round of playoffs no matter what. The problem was that the winner would advance to play the state's defending champion. A video shown online displays intentional actions of missed throws, passes, and rebounds. After reviewing the evidence and coming to a conclusion, state executives decided to kick out both teams from the playoffs. 24-year-old Joey Logano became the second youngest winner of the Daytona 500 this past Sunday. It was Logano's 9th career victory in the Sprint Cup Series and his first Daytona 500 win. His best finish at this race previously was 12th back in 2012. Defending champion Dale Earnhardt Jr. finished 3rd. NFL trade rumors are floating around as the Combine wraps up. Yahoo Sports has reported that the Buffalo Bills have shown interest in trading for St. Louis Rams quarterback Sam Bradford. Yahoo reports that new head coach Rex Ryan is not sold on E.J. Manuel as the full-time quarterback. Bradford has suffered a torn ACL the past 2 seasons and is scheduled to make almost $13 million this season. ESPN has suspended Keith Olbermann from his show for the rest of the week after getting into a Twitter fight with Penn State students. A student had sent Olbermann a link showing that on-campus cancer fundraiser had raised more than $13 million. The student included "We Are" followed by a blank space, referring to the school's slogan, "We Are Penn State." Olbermann filled in the blank with "pathetic." He then went on to call Penn State pitiful and has since apologized for his remarks. Chicago Cubs have hired former Major League player Manny Ramirez as a hitting consultant for the 2015 season. Ramirez played 19 seasons in the major leagues, recording a career batting average of .312 with an on-base percentage of .411 and a slugging percentage of .585. Ramirez worked with the Cubs' AAA affiliate last year as a player coach and had good feedback. The organization's front office and coaching staff thinks highly of him, with manager Joe Madden saying he's really smart. That does it for sports. When we come back, we got Ronell with the weather. Stay tuned.
TCTV News Weather Team, we're going to take a look at our temperatures. My name is Ronell Hunt. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you very much, Paul. Let's take a look at what's going on right on this western area right here. Now, we're going to see that Beaver Falls are going to be sitting pretty nice around 18 degrees right now. Pittsburgh, 19 degrees. All of this western side right now, you're going to be averaging at about 18 at the lowest, 32. Meanwhile, we come right smack dab over to our east. You're going to be sitting pretty nice at about 25 degrees. Going to be creeping on that about that 30-degree chance right there. But let's go and see what's going on with our northern temps. All right, northern temps, Newcastle, that hometown area right there, 16 degrees, Butler, 19, Franklin, 16, Clarion, we come over here. You guys are going to be sitting about 5 degrees higher than all the others, about 21 degrees right there with Indiana, resting pretty nice at an even 25 degrees. Let's go and see how our wind chill is actually going to take effect on what's going on. Now, meanwhile, we talked about the 16 degrees, the 17 degrees, and 20, but it's actually going to drop down. Thank goodness we aren't where we were. We were hitting wind chills of negative, but now we're going to be sitting positive all around this whole area from our western all the way over to our eastern. We're going to be sitting positive 2 at the lowest, about 15 degrees with our wind chills in certain areas such as Clarion. Let's go and see what's going on right now with our daily planner. Keep you guys updated on everything. 4 p.m. today, once you guys are mindful, usually some people are getting off work around then. We're going to have about 19 degrees right there, 13 degrees for 8 p.m. later on tonight. You guys still have to worry. It's still underneath that freezing temperature, so there might be a little bit of black ice once that sun goes down. And following out by tonight, we're going to drop about 3 more degrees down into 10 degrees at 11 p.m. for those nighttime drivers and those guys that's getting off work on the night shift. I want to keep you guys not only updated with our daily planner, but also with our weekly, with our 5-day forecast. Now we see right now we start at about Tuesday at 19 degrees, 3 degrees as our lowest, sweeping right on in. We might hit some zeros into Friday, but have no fear. The weekend is here. Going right on into Saturday, partly cloudy, no snow, no rain, anything. It's going to be 22 degrees. We will have some precipitation of snow, rain, or a mixture of sleet coming in, but it's going to be really, really nice. I'm banking on rain for 40 degrees as our high on Sunday. Thank goodness for Sunday. And going right on into Monday, resting pretty easy. Going to be a high compared to what we are today. 37 degrees as our high and 25 as our low, sweeping into the beginning of next week. That is all for our TCTV News weather. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Ronell. Alan Surratt of Minnesota was recently diagnosed with retinitis pigmentosa, a disease that slowly deteriorates eyesight. The disease affected Alan a few years ago, and he got to the point where he could only see lights, until he was approached to try the bionic eye implants.
The implants work by sending signals to the optic nerve without having to use damaging rays. This allowed Alan to be able to see his wife for the first time in years. He said she was the most beautiful woman in the room and hopes to have his vision improve to be able to see every aspect of her.
That's all the time we have today for TCTV News. I'm Liz Carlson.
And I'm Colin Vitale. Thanks for watching, Tomcats.
You've been watching TCTV News, your only source for news and entertainment on campus.